Francisco.
Professor Ilaria Capua is a virologist at the University of Florida, and as you can see, she is with us. Thanks very much for being with us. Right, I just want to start with the announcements there that we've just had from the US Vice President Mike Pence, just literally in the last few minutes, talking about dealing with the cases on board that cruise ship. What are the challenges or opportunities of dealing with an outbreak in a contained space like a ship?
Well, unfortunately, ships are sentinels of what is happening in the rest of the worldwide population, and ships, unfortunately, do have problems of this kind. There have been norovirus outbreaks on ships, and so there are some very well-established procedures to manage these issues. And of course, the passengers need to be tested, and what I've heard is that they will be quarantined.
Okay, what do you make of the spread then more widely throughout the United States?
Well, it seems there seem to be different situations which are, I think, at the moment linked to more extensive testing in some parts of the country. We have seen Washington State and also Northern California. There are some cases of, let's say, non-travel related transmission. So there are some autochthonous cases of coronavirus in the United States. And as I think has happened in many other countries, the virus has probably circulated undetected and has been maybe confused for an influenza virus.
And that makes it, of course, difficult to get an accurate reading on the numbers involved here. And given that, what do you make of the authorities' response in the United States?
Well, I think that they've taken it very seriously in that we've heard that there's substantial money coming. I just think that the situation is really, it's changing every minute, and we will see. There needs to be a greater deployment of tests, and there needs to be, more information, and this is coming out every minute.
Yeah, Mike Pence there saying that there will be a huge ramping up in terms of the deployment of tests right across the country over the coming weeks. One thing that the President, Donald Trump, said, I wonder if you could clear this up. He said that the US seems to be the only country that's proactively going out and finding trouble spots. He would be inclined to sit back and wait. Is that true? Is the US the only country doing that?
Well, certainly it's not. Italy actually has been one of the countries which has been most affected, not only by the virus, but also by the fear and the difficulties that this sort of problems bring with it. And actually, Italy, I think, has done extensive surveillance, has been the first European country to start detecting it and then looking into the outbreaks. And that's why there's a significant number of positive cases. However, I think that the big question mark in this whole situation is we don't really know the real number of infected people, because we know that a lot of cases can be asymptomatic. And so there was a paper that came out recently that said that even up to 2/3 of the cases could be with no symptoms, and therefore people infected would not seek any medical care. And so the bigger this number is, and the less aggressive the virus is. And so we need to have more information on how much the virus is really circulating.
Okay, and what are the knock-on effects, some of the problems let's stick with Italy, with an outbreak like this? For example, knock-on effects with the rest of the healthcare system?
Yes, this is actually the biggest concern that we have at the moment, because intensive care wards are being filled with patients, mainly with elderly people that have a severe respiratory form or a mild respiratory form, and they go to the hospital. And so the semi-intensive and the intensive care units are, they're, just full. And what is happening is that they are reprioritizing the activities of the hospital, of the hospitals involved. And this means that patients that had to have other types of surgery or other types of treatment don't have access to that treatment. So it's a very, very difficult situation.
Yeah, interesting, those knock-on effects of this. Thank you very much for your insight there, Professor Ilaria Capua. Thank you.